Welcome back to the GFL. You know me, I'm Stephen B. Tonight, we have a team from each conference looking for the win tonight. We have the Dallas Cowboys versus the Miami Dolphins. Don't go anywhere. Kickoff is next. Before the game, let's take a look at our current standings. We have 7 teams from the AFC, 7 teams from the NFC. A 13-game regular season where every team plays each team once. Then, when the playoffs come around, the top 5 teams from each conference makes the postseason, with the last 2 teams from each conference saying, bye-bye, see you later. Here's a look at the upcoming schedule. Now, let's go down to the field for kickoff.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we're running it back with the 2 teams from Super Bowl VI. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins, and it comes your way next.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
Tua to throw right away. And his first pass is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
2nd and 10. Now Tua. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Tua. And this one is incomplete.
One thing we always talk about heading into a game, who's going to set the tone early, and very early on here, we're seeing the defense is showing they're going to continue to bring pressure.
They smelled that early 3 and out, brought the pressure, and the hit forced the incompletion. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Returnable here from the 38. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. After the turnover, it's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. Yeah, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Jake Bailey on down to punt here on 4th down. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points. Start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
And Pollard going to pick up a Cowboys 1st down as he's got it up to the 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On play action, Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That was well defended, and while it was completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Melvin Ingram. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. No score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott shakes off the sack. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area. So you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after first down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on 2nd down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and a yard. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This one complete to Jalen Warren. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Couple of Alabama guys here. Two in a waddle for the Miami first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10. Two to throw again. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. But he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 2nd down, Tua. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass for Tua. And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where they make the extra point, but right back to even before we start the second half.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Throwing, Prescott. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Prescott. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off for big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he'll take this down to the 26. That one goes for 8 yards.
And the Cowboy first down.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in.
Welcome, everyone. I'm your host, Jay. This is the GFL Halftime Show. Thanks for joining us, and welcome to the live GFL Halftime Show. Thanks for joining us for another halftime show and another great game. And what a game it's been. All the players and coaches are in the locker room now, going over their game plans and adjustments. What players are going to step up in a big way? It's now or never tonight. And with a whole second half of football left to be played, anything could still happen. Thanks for joining us for the GFL Halftime Show. The second half kickoff is next. I'll see you next time.
All right, it's that time. Colton is using his kill shot on JFX. If it hits, he'll steal all of his coins. Here we go. Wow, so close. That was the closest we've seen so far. JFX just barely escapes. Wow. Enjoy the rest of the game.
And we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
At the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw it. That's Gallup on the slam. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That's dumped off to Pollard. Oh, look at the juke. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Prescott off play action. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First down, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
17-yard line.
2nd down and a yard. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my, you know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They toss it down to Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
Dolphins 7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. In today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice game. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Completes it to the tight end Smythe. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sanders' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. That's to the sideline and incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
On play action, Prescott. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Tua and the Dolphins down 14-10, 2:10 on the clock. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Tua's throw caught by his receiver Hill. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Tua. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Tua. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing Tua. That'll be caught by Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for the number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. This is 1st and 10. Tagovailoa. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Tua to throw. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Now Tua. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Tua. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here now, 3rd down. Tua. And he wisely will throw that one away.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Second down and 3. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From South Florida, good night, everybody.